This is the Lego set 75412, or the Death Trooper and Night Trooper Battle Pack. And on today's video, we're going to be building it. So let's start off by opening it. It's got this nice little, oh, here's the back thing. And it has 119 pieces. It has a nice little thumb thing. Oh, paper bags. That's cool. Which is actually better for the environment. And they do have a nice crinkle. It's not the same as standard Lego bags, though. If that makes sense. This is the instruction book. You can tell that it's going to be a small thing. Which bag do we open first? Do we just open them both? Yes, we do. Something dropped. There. Okay, let's start building this. It rips really nice. That is an advantage. And I believe we can also see what's inside the bag if we missed a piece, much easier than the plastic ones. So that is definitely an advantage. Oh, look at these faces. That's like really nice. It says build the Death Trooper first. So that's the black ones. And I believe these are all just the same face, right? Oh, and it has a backside too. That's nice detail, especially for just a grunt. Yeah, all the faces are the same. But that's nice detail for a battle pack trooper. Nice helmet. Look at that. That's a real good one. The Death Troopers definitely look great. And if you haven't watched Ahsoka, these versions are undead zombie troopers. And they basically went to some place outside of the Star Wars galaxy, and they got turned near immortal by the Night Witches or something. I don't know. And Death Troopers are just like regular people that are really good at being stormtroopers or something. And now they're undead too. So that's fun. So the Night Troopers definitely look good. We have one with a E11 and one with a, I want to say, DC-15 blaster rifle, which means basically one's a assault rifle, one's a sniper rifle, or you could say one's an SMG and one's a sniper rifle, or a assault rifle. I don't really know. One just has a longer barrel than the other. And then we have the Night Trooper, which, as I was saying earlier, is just a zombie stormtrooper. And supposedly, like, they were trapped there for years because of, I want to say, Ezra in Rebels or whatever. So they're all bandaged like mommies and zombies and stuff. One cool thing about these two troopers is one has a dark gray helmet and the other one has a white helmet. So you see one, I haven't built the legs for it yet, and then the other, so that's kind of cool. Put the legs on wrong. Let's move these over so you can see these better. Oh, need to like move them back. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, weapons. Each of the night troopers has E11 blaster rifles. So the E11s are probably assault rifles. Let's start the build itself. It has one of these gray pieces. I'm not sure if it's this one or if it's... Oh, they're the same size. I'm really slow sometimes. Then we take this piece. We put it right here. Oh, and if you see this thing in the corner, you can ignore that, or maybe you don't want to ignore it. It is the first, 12 bags of the Ninjago City Market set. It's kind of cool. I have the minifigures over here. We have Blacksmith Kai, Racer 7, aka Blazy H Speed, some chef lady person, maybe bakery or something, and then we have a Dragon's Rising Lloyd, so that's cool. It has a lot of detail, but that's a better view for you. Let's continue on with the actual thing that we're supposed to be building. I don't know if you can see this. I think you can. And then it wants us to take a 2-high snot piece. Snot means stud not on top if you are unfamiliar with Lego terms. And then it wants us to take a 1 snot piece. Then we take this flat slope thing, the flat piece, and then we put this on top. Sorry, I got lost in my train of thought and hearing people outside. You probably can't hear them, so that's probably a good thing. You might be able to hear them. I don't know. You can hear me, right? Probably. I don't know. And then it wants us to take more of these stair pieces, put them like this. Then it wants us to take another snot piece and put 4 blue studs. And we put these like this. This is definitely a short build. It is not surprising for 119 pieces and $20. I actually got it for 20 in Canadian, so that's $15, which is a nice deal. And again, that's not including taxes, which I have no idea how those work. So it wants us to take these 2-high snot bricks and put them like this with these 2x2 plates. And there's hair attached to one of them. That better. So this is what we have currently. I don't know if you can see that well. Looks like it's taking shape, but it doesn't look that great because it doesn't look that great in general. I mostly got this for the minifigures and because it was a decent deal. Mostly it was the Night Troopers, actually. Or the Death Troopers, sorry. Because the Death Troopers are, fun. And I could use those for my comics on another social media that you could care less about. And if you didn't care less about, if I told you, you would care less about. So, I'm not going to share that information. If you know me previously, you probably know what I'm talking about. So it wants us to put these like that, and this is probably where their weapons are supposed to go or something. I don't know. And it wants us to take more of these 2 high stud snot bricks and do the same thing we did last time. Oh, I forgot to add the flats because I make mistakes like that. Okay, that's how it's supposed to look. It wants us to do the same exact thing. The flats again. 2 like this. We're going to put these right here on the other side of the weapon rack, what I think is a weapon rack. And then we put them like this. We're going to do a 2x2. Flip the page. Brick. Followed by a 2x2. We have the new stud shooters, which I actually don't like as much as the old ones, just because these ones don't shoot out like... The old ones, you could make them shoot out anything, and they would kind of blend in a bit more in some cases. These ones are kind of more boxy and less circular. They both work, but maybe these ones are better for shooting. I don't remember. You see, I was taught not to shoot them because you would lose studs. So I don't really shoot them. And if I do leave them with studs, it is purely for decoration. I guess we're putting this to the side, so that looks pretty nice, right? Pretty boxy, pretty awkward, but compared to the rest of the set, it looks pretty nice because that is how it's supposed to look. We're gonna put that over here. You can see that, correct? No, you cannot. We're gonna put that right here now. You can... Here, now. You can see it, kind of. We're gonna take this. We're gonna put 2 of these bar joint pieces, just like this. Oh, I think we're making the ceiling or the wings, which don't look like wings. Another 2x2, 3x2 piece. Then we have the, what is it? I know this piece. It's a slope that is descending. I don't know the specific name for it. I know it has something to do with a slope. Then we have these more rigid, like slopes, like just go down more like a 90 degree. Obviously, they're not 90 degree. They're like, I have no idea what I'm ranting on about. And then we put this at the top, which makes it look absolutely awful. There it goes. It doesn't look great. It just doesn't. We're gonna put more of these bar pieces like this. Set this down for a second. Flip the page. And then we have one of these cool tire-like. I don't know the word. It's some specific car word. That's why I don't know it. It's like that thing that goes on top of the tires. I don't know what it is. And then we have another one of these descending slope pieces. We're going to put that right like this. Then we have the horrible cockpit, which is this, and I'm pretty sure this just gets some wings, and that's about it, and that's why I'm saying it's horrible. We're gonna put these hand-sized ball joint things like this. This is going to be for the wings. They're not wings. They're not wings. They're probably hover things, but I'm going to call them wings, but they're supposed to be wings, but they're not wings. Or hover things at all. They don't look good. I don't like it. I don't know why I bought the set. I just did. I guess the build was fun? Maybe? No, what actually is going to be fun is I'm going to make an alternate build for this. Because is this really what I want to see around my room? No. And it definitely has potential to be worth more than it is. How does that even go? That's actually an interesting piece. So this is a stud and slope piece with a hand-sized thing, and then it has a hole in the bottom. So we could theoretically put it like this and it would work. Actually, that's kind of cool. That's an advantage to this piece. Or the set, new pieces, always cool too thing. How's this go? Just like put in the top one. Okay. I'm gonna put this in the top one too then. Oh. I have to make sure the shield is facing this way. I actually think it looks better than on the box, which is actually strange. I actually kind of like how the wings are like flexible. My main problem was with the cockpit. It just doesn't work. Oh, we put the studs into the stud shooters, and I think that's it. It has capabilities for one of them to be driving. I was correct. This is a weapon rack. We're going to put the driver in here. I don't like how that thing just pops out. I feel like it should be more slidable. And I don't know what this is supposed to, like, represent. I'm a Star Wars fan. I have no idea what this is supposed to be other than a transport. A lot of times I know, like, oh, that's the MTT, or that's the ATAT, or the ATTE. Or at least something like that. Or I would know, like, hey, that's the Separatist tank. I just know this is, like, this is not from Star Wars, and it doesn't look good, so they could have done so much better with these pieces. But the troopers do go into the things well. There's a fourth slot. I don't know who that's for. If I had to rate the minifigures, I'd give those like an 8 out of 10 because they're really detailed. See, really detailed. Even have like back printing and head printing, and it's all really good. Guns are kind of basic, but it's Lego Star Wars. They're gonna be basic. The build though, I'd give that a 3.5 out of 10 just because it's partially better than I thought it would be. Otherwise it'd be like a 2.5, 3, maybe 1. But overall, I'm gonna have to give this a 4, just because the minifigures carry and it's great for army building. And yeah, stay tuned for another video or something.